The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They run it here with Thompson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
Now Thompson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. Now
Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Oh, another great move. Swat Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Let's go. 12.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Let's go.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
12.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First catch of the game for the rookie Sutton. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go. Hey, express. Let it go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, got it.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So out now come the Redskins. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoff.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's it, baby. Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Paul bringing it in. Still fighting. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Ryan. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run here with Freeman. He gets it, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Bortles now on 1st down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Bortles. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bortles again. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front, but if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
They'll run with Thompson. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On first down, Bortles. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Set. Green 80. Check it backer, check it backer. Spread left, spread left, spread left. Check, 45, right. Lucy, Lucy. Green is set.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Green 80. Green 80.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
You got him. You got him. Let's go. Let's
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal.
Strong right. Strong right. Set. Green 80. Green set.
Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Get up.
On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw is Ryan. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Bortles now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
That's fielded in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And an alley to run. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's Ryan to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 13 yards that time of the first. From From the shotgun, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Ryan will throw again. Connects with Sanu right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defense. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And his kick is good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Thompson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, let's go.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Space to run past the 20.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer Now it's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Get out!
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
72.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw, it's Bortles. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Bortles. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Lucy.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He's going to sling this deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, here's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Freeman. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now the pitch to Freeman. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Now in desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.